Charu, okay. So hello everyone. My name is Tanvi Nagrale. I'm the leader of this team, Phoenix. So talking about the summary of the case, Ramlingam Foods was established by Mr. Ramlingam Venkatesh in Bombay in 1965. The establishment was famous for South Indian cooked food and filter coffee. Ramalingam Food was able to overcome emergency during the 1975 when they started selling ready-to-cook batter and chutney at low cost. Later, Mr. Vijay Ramalingam took over the business and expanded the product variety to include instant mixes of idli, dosa, laddu, gulab jamun, and many other dishes. Management noticed that people carried these items in huge quantities abroad, and even restaurants were using these mixes. These products were huge hit in Middle East, Southeast, and UK region. Mr. Ramlingam has no prior experience of international expansion. They don't have sufficient budget and neither license or certification. They have therefore requested the company to look into their international expansion. So talking about the solution, an effective foreign growth strategy is focused on rising countries in Southeast Asia, where there is a large population of Indians. As a result of study of packaged goods market in Southeast Asian nations, Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia were identified as possible locations for the company to develop for initial phases. For the initial phase of expansion, we want to do the production in India by setting up more factories here and exporting it to the other countries, opening warehouse outside India and receiving the products from India.
So I'm Dhruv from finance department. So basically the problems which arise in the finance department are the unexpected costs which may rise, the cost of exports or cost of opening the plants in the respective countries or cost of hiring the manager for local businesses. So first of all, we have selected the countries based upon the highest number of Indian population in those countries. So the countries selected are Saudi Arabia, Nepal, UAE, Malaysia, and England. So they are in the descending order of the Indians living in those countries. So basically, we have come up with a revenue model for which we have introduced 3 new products, each specific for those countries according to their local mixes, because a few of the people in that countries may have developed a taste for their local cuisines as well. So to cater to that market also, we have developed these. Apart from this, the revenue model considers the average cost of all the products and multiplied by the amount of audience will be able to reach, and by that we have come up with a revenue model. And the other part which was allotted to the finance department was the allocation of 50 crore rupees budget, and the 50 crore is distributed among cost of manufacturing, which we'll set plants in India and export it to the countries by opening warehouses there. And the other cost, which is marketing. So marketing of these products will be done with the means of social media, televisions, and we'll also be hiring few of the employees, and the salary of those would be dependent on the PPP of those respective countries. For example, Saudi Arabia and England have a higher PPP, so the salaries would be greater in those countries as compared to Nepal and Malaysia. And the other are the legal charges, the licensing, and the permissions which will be required by us.
Hello, my name is Aniket. I am from marketing department. So our marketing objectives are to enter in the appropriate market in order to increase the company's international reach and to establish in the new market with considerable market share. So we did competitors analysis. Major competitors in Southeast Asia are MTR, Kanwan Foods, PK Agro Industrial Products, 7-Eleven, PT Sekar Burmi, TBK Indonesian Food Company, local shops and food vendors operating in Southeast Asian region. Then we did marketing mix, that is products, pricing, place and promotion. Flagship products of Ramalingam Foods, that is instant idli mix, instant dosa mix, etc. And North Indian dishes, instant mix, dessert mix, chutney powder, South Indian instant mix, instant coffee mix are available in 200 grams, 500 grams and 1 kg packaging. In addition to this, company should add some local flavors in its products as per the taste and choices of the target market. Pricing. As the Indian market as in the Indian market, pricing is very important factor in the Southeast Asian market. Custom is said to be remarkably price conscious, especially for the food industry. Then talking about places, cities in Southeast Asia with largest Indian population density will be targeted. Then talking about promotion factor, to be on the top of the customer's mind and to intensify the competition of by strong brand to recall, we will use following promotional strategies, that is branding through packaging, intensive social media marketing and search engine marketing, and through television ads and commercials. Then in the solution, I've given product and pricing breakdown for major start. Then we did STP for Ramalingam Foods. Our target market is millennials, that is Gen Y. Then target group is Indians living in the countries, that is NRIs, local customers and tourists over there. We will position company as a quality brand producing healthy and nutritious products with best combination of Indian authenticity and local taste, providing ready to cook and easy to make food products. Our tagline will be the flavor of tradition and happiness. Marketing, talking about marketing strategy, estimated target population is 24.27 billion, mainly consisting of NRIs and Indian tourists in Malaysia, Singapore and Indonesia. So we will, as a business consultant, we will help company for proper market research, consumer behavior and distribution strategy. So to conclude, we developed a marketing strategy for Ramalingam Foods to assist companies aim to expand into their fast growing markets, finding the proper supply chain partner and marketing the goods to the target audience. Being a new entrant in the foreign market, maintaining a high level of consumer satisfaction is important. Suggested plan and strategy would definitely help Ramalingam Foods to enter and sustain itself in the Southeast Asian food market. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Keshvi Jha from the IT department. The main solutions that IT department will be solving are the consumer preferences and choices in an absolutely new terrain as Southeast Asia. So we will be looking at the Indian diaspora and the Southeast region natives also for their choices, and we will be collecting data for consumer preferences so that it helps in production, procurement, shipment and distribution for our product. So I'll quickly summarize the solutions that we have to offer using advanced AI systems to understand consumer purchasing trends and practices. We will be developing a mobile application to track the inventory in stock in warehouses and departmental stores to avoid overstock and wastage. We will be developing a Hadoop network for supply chain networks for live tracking of shipments and market fluctuations. Also, we will be developing a website for Ramalingam Foods that will be very UI friendly, user friendly, with easy to use interface, so that people, so that they can sell their products online and can address queries. Apart from collaborating with big players like Amazon. We will also be developing an effective ERP system for other departments so that they can manage their employee database. Overall, IT department would be the backbone of other departments, and we will be helping them with cutting edge technology so that they have an upper hand in the market. Yeah.
So hi, I'm Sahil from HR department. So as we know that Ramalingam Foods needs an expansion plan. So I'm going to give the HR expansion plan. So basically what we need is, first we'll start about the hiring plan, and what we need is the proper recruiting and hiring of employees. So as you know that a company cannot run without any employees. So proper recruiting is important, and because we are opening a warehouses in foreign country, we need to keep track of that talent pool, labor market, recruitment method and legal parameters, as the processes are very different from our processes in our home country. So next is employee regulations. So employees must receive all the rights that they are entitled to, and so we should have all the fixed and regular working time and compensation for the overtime, etc. And all the entitlement to sick leaves and all. Okay? So then the other steps are proper system to roll out payrolls, because due to international employees, there is difficulty while issuing the payroll. So next is employee compensation and benefits, as I already said earlier. And cost of living, customary benefits should all be included in that. And the major factor again is overcoming cultural differences, which we have to work together in cross-cultural team. There are misunderstandings can happen easily, so we have to overcome those also. And the incentive plans are mostly based on monetary incentives and non-monetary incentives, which are explained in the case solution. So thank you.